Hey guys, it's me. This is Billy Times listener. This is background info. You barely even go outside. You only go outside for the mail and going to get snacks and that stuff. But mostly all the time you're stuck inside. So your parents are both at work. You're you're cleaning your room, and then you went downstairs to get a drink of water. So you hear a knock on the door. So you get up to go get it. And then when you opened it, there's this person with a dog named Harper. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. So a dog named Harper or something like that. And then you said nothing, because you're very quiet and that stuff. Hey, do you mind if we get a glass of water or something? We really need something to drink. My dog started sitting down and stuff because he's that thirsty, and I'm pretty sure I'm thirsty too. So do you mind giving us a glass of water or something? And you're like, you're nodding your head no. And then Billy's like, well, I'm Billy. As in Paperboy, I do the newspaper and stuff, and it would really be helpful if you give us a glass of water. We promise not to do that stuff, and you're like fine and that stuff. So Billy and his dog goes inside and sits on the couch, and you bring them a glass of water, and Billy puts the bowl or something you gave him to the dog, and then Billy drank his glass of water. Thank you, thank you, listener. It's nice meeting you. I hope we can meet again. Probably try talking more, that stuff. But I hope we could be friends. It's like, you're not around here, but I think we would be really great friends. Well, I gotta go. I have work to do. So a few days later, you're excited, also nervous because it's your first day of school. Yippee! But you're kind of nervous, that stuff. I hope I probably said that twice. I don't know. You're really, really nervous. What if bullies come to get you and that stuff? What if someone, bullies you for the rest of the school year, or you don't know anybody, you won't know anybody there, but you're hoping to see Billy there that you met, a few days ago. So you're walking to school. Oh, no, riding your bike to school. Who doesn't ride their bike to school? Because, you're pretty far from school. So you're riding your bike to school, and then when you're walking down the hallways looking for your locker, you bump into someone, and that someone is made you drop your books and stuff you need for class. So you try to grab your book, but you grab your books, but that last book, you looked up because that person's hand was on it also, trying to help you too. That person's hand, you looked up, he looked familiar to you. Oh, you're a listener, right? I'm Billy. Remember you gave me a glass of water that day? Me and my dog wanted to thank you very much. See, I told you we'd meet again, but I think we would be great friends. Do you want me to show you to your classes? Oh, okay. And then do you want me to do a tour of the school? Do you want to skip your first class and tell the principal that I'm showing you around? Or do you want to go to your class first? So you say the tour, because who doesn't want to skip class? Who doesn't? Oh, sure, I'll go ask the principal. So Billy gets up, helping you up, going to the principal's office and asking. So, it's already the end of the school day, because, there is a lot of stuff, like the rooftop and that stuff. Especially where day 5, and there's lots of lockers, these are the popular lockers and stuff. So you're walking home, then Billy catches up saying, I think we should hang out more, actually be friends and stuff. And you're sure and that stuff, because you never really had a friend. So a few days later, you're walking back to school. You're walking to school real early, going to surprise Billy with something. But it's that's Valentine month, right? So you decide to, you actually had a crush on Billy, for those last few months, right? And then when that day, few days before Valentine's Day, you're like, oh, I think I should get here really early so I could do that secret admirer and stuff, right? So you already wrote a card and stuff. You already have the stuff. But when you got inside, Billy was already at his locker, because kids like to be there early, and you're hiding your stuff in your backpack. And Billy's like, oh, hey listener. Oh my god. Hey listener, how are you? What's behind your back? Oh, is that a love letter? Are you sure? The looks of it looks like a love letter. Well, I must be exaggerating. Times not that stuff. A lot of people were doing that stuff. But I found someone gave me this letter to give to you. So you read the letter. It says, there are 3 stages to find out what your secret admirer is. The first stage is by seeing who has a date to the Valentine's party and that stuff, see who doesn't. And that was a letter to everybody. It's not a real love letter and that stuff. It's a love letter party and that stuff. And I can't even say the word. So Billy walks to his classroom real early, doing his homework and that stuff. Who doesn't do their homework real early? So you walk to Billy's locker, because his locker's next to his classroom. So you started being so sneaky, putting on a black hood, putting all the stuff that you had behind your back, love, hearts, someone likes you and that stuff. So you put the letter inside his locker. Then you run to your classroom. So after the first class, Billy goes checks his locker, and then he sees the love letter, and then he reads it. It's original love letter, roses are red, violets are blue, my heart's for you, and that stuff from your secret admirer, and that stuff. So everybody's asking people and that stuff on the list, and the only person that doesn't have a date is the 2 only people that don't have a date is Listener and Billy. And that's when Listener and Billy walks up and asks if they have a date. Hey, listener, do you have a date to the Valentine party? You say no, 'cause of course everybody else is taken. So you also ask Bill the same question. Oh, I don't either. So the speakers come on. Teachers are like, only a few days until the Valentine's party. You must have your partner with you, or you could just stay at home crying, not being that stuff and that stuff. And then it was the end of the day, so Billy asks you something. Hey, listener, would you like to go to the Valentine's party with me? Probably like my date. So you say yes because, of course, because you have a crush on him since y'all probably met. Because, I mean, who wouldn't like Billy? I mean, he is hot. So you say yes. So it was that day. You wore like this black and pink and red tight dress. Like it was all the way to your knees, but it was like a tad bit higher than your knees. So you got your high heels that was like red and pink, but there was like a little black on it, like stars and stuff. So you wore that, and then your hair was like straightened and probably like put into one of those magical hair thing stuff, and then you got ready in that stuff. Then you got and that stuff, makeup and that stuff. So someone knocked on the door. Of course, me. I'm sorry for spoiling this. So you open the door. There he was in a suit with flowers, chocolate, and some jewelry on my head. So he gives it to you. Shall we go, listener? And you say yes, and then you'll walk to school, of course. It was like night, like actually night. So y'all walk to school. So when y'all got to the school, they're like, oh my gosh, that looks like you and Billy walked into the gym. Of course, they're gonna have it in the gym. And then some people are like, oh my gosh, they look so cute together and that stuff, right? Because I mean, who wouldn't look cute with Billy? I mean, never mind. So it was like this dance, like slow walk dance, and there's some guy that lost his date asks you to dance, and Billy kinda got jealous. So you of course said no, I have a date, and then you took Billy's hand and started doing the slow dance and that stuff. So it's already nightfall, like 12 a.m. So Billy walks to his house asking you if you want to stay the night. You're like, yes. And when y'all got to his house, y'all changed and went to bed. Y'all cuddled a little bit. So this is where I'm going to end it. If you want part 2, comment. I hope this was not that bad. Sorry for background noises, of course. I hope y'all really like this, but if you want a part 2, comment.